correct some of the mistakes we've been making with our makeup application. Hey!
Hi, Mary.
Danielle, it's so good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Oh my gosh, and Shay, always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
You're just so nice, and I'm so excited to see what Danielle does. So Danielle, you're talking about mistakes that you see, because you're a working makeup artist.
Yes.
So you probably see this all the time.
Trust me, Mary.
Yeah.
It amazes me what I hear sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first mistake we're going to talk about is blending or concealing hyperpigmentation.
Okay.
Okay, so with hyperpigmentation, it can come in the form of dark spots. It can be in the form of under eye darkness, or even sometimes areas of the face that is significantly darker than other areas. And the mistake is trying to cover or create a clean canvas.
Okay.
And conceal that hyperpigmentation. And what happens is you might go in with your foundation that is your exact skin tone, so you're doing the good thing there, but it's lighter than the pigmentation itself.
Oh.
So what this causes is your foundation to look a little bit gray or ashy, and that's not what we want, right?
No, no, no.
So how you can correct this is go in with a corrector. You want to stay within the peach or orange tone family. So if you have a fair complexion, then you go in with more of a peach tone. If you have a deeper complexion, then you go in with more of the orange tones. So with Shay, we're going to use this light orange corrector here. And the consistency is just like a concealer. So you'd apply it just as if you would apply your concealer. So I'm applying it right over the pigmented area. And also just a little bit under her eyes. Shay has amazing skin.
Yeah, you gotta hunt for that.
So we don't need to do too much. And the thing is, with the corrector, you don't need too much product, and you also, a key thing is not to blend right away.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna go in with your foundation or the concealer that you would normally use and apply this over the pigmented area, just a little bit. And then now you can blend with your beauty blender or your sponge, and you'll find that the orange in the corrector, it mutes out the blue undertone in the pigmentation.
Yeah.
So now you have a more full coverage without the grayness, and it has a nice flawless blend.
This is why you're a makeup artist, because it's all about color theory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which a lot of people don't realize. It's really just color theory.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. When the orange was on there, I was like, "This is how are you gonna do this?" Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, holy Toledo, beautifully done. Now Danielle, you just showed us, but blending concealer, where are we going wrong with that?
Okay, so whenever I see someone blending concealer and they're dragging that concealer underneath the eyes,
Oh, yeah, not it.
I just want to kind of tell them that dragging that concealer underneath the eyes, what you're doing is you're not really getting that coverage that you're looking for, because you're shifting the concealer everywhere, and also you can cause premature wrinkling over time without getting the coverage.
Really?
Yeah, so what you want to do instead is go again, apply your concealer. You don't need too much. And I am using a brush, but you can also use your Beauty Blender sponge. And you want to gently tap that concealer underneath the eyes.
Oh, so kind of like how you apply, you're supposed to apply eye cream.
Exactly, because the area under the skin, it's so delicate. Sorry, the area around the eye is so delicate, so you don't want to apply too much pressure. So you see how nicely that is blended? It's more concentrated, so you get more of a full coverage without spreading the product everywhere, and you're not disrupting the makeup that's underneath.
So now your next kind of mistake that you see people do is using a black pencil on eyebrows.
Yes. So, Mary, I'm a brow girl. I love brows, okay? Because brows frame the face.
Yeah.
And they really make or break a makeup look. And there's this general idea that you should match your brows to the color of your hair. So if you have dark hair, black hair, then your brows should be black. But what happens is it tends to look a little bit harsh and unnatural. So if you have black hair, you want to go in with a dark brown pencil instead.
Okay.
And this is so universal. I love using browns because you get to control how dark you make the brows, right? So you can go in with a light hand and lightly fill in the brow. Or if you want a fuller, thicker brow, you can go in with a heavy hand. And just apply a little bit more pressure to the product, and then you can get a a thicker brow. But this way, using a brown, if you have black hair, it just looks so much more natural.
And you're able to build it in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I feel like with black, if you're going light, it would look gray, and you don't want that.
Or it's just too dark, and then you can't do anything about it.
No, we're not going to do that to Shay. All right.
So that's that.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Finally, your number one beauty mistake, and this one blows my mind. People don't wet their beauty blender. I'm supposed to wet the sponge?
Mary, I can't tell you how many of my clients apply their makeup with a dry beauty sponge or beauty blender. And they're wondering, how come they can't get that flawless, natural blend? You have to wet your beauty blender. This is a sponge that's wet. And this is one that's dry.
It's so much bigger. I mean, I understand sponges, but that just blew my mind. Yeah.
You know, they'll ask me, like, how is it that your sponge is so big? Or how is it so soft? We're using the same sponge, but you have to wet your beauty blender, squeeze the excess water out with a paper towel or a towel. Yeah. And then you go in and blend your foundation. This way, it's so soft. Yeah. It will just bounce off the skin and give you more of a flawless blend.
That's fantastic. That is amazing. Thank you. Well, Daneille, that is all amazing tips. And Shay, you look beautiful. Thank you. Absolutely crushed it as per usual. And to help you all do your makeup flawlessly, we're sending you all home with a gift bag from Laura Mercier valued at $185. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.